Hi guys, welcome to another episode of World of Truck. This is the European version, Euro Truck Simulator 2. My name is Wilfred. So today's destination is going to be Budapest, and I'm taking a job from Prague. Not the nearest one. The nearest one would be from Bratislava, but I thought I would collect some garages along the way as well. You guys know the drill. So instead of just taking it from the Bratislava into Budapest, which you of course do it, I'm taking it from Prague, and I'll pass by the town called, I don't know how to pronounce it, man, Brno, I don't know, and Vienna as well. Just collect 2 garages and then head to Budapest. This video should not be very long, and I hope I should finish in time for my dinner. All right. So for those who haven't seen this this truck here, is beautiful. I love the Prague the most because they have the most unique car racing truck here, and I'm here to help trucking it from Prague into Budapest. All right. So now I think it's 18 tons. Yep, 18 tons. So a little bit heavier than the truck. I mean the cargo I had before. I think it's because I'm pulling 2 engine head instead of 1. So that explains the weight a little bit. So the pickup is going to be a little bit slower, but it's all right. I mean, it gives you kind of like a variation when you take different cargo, the truck feel differently, and that is what it should be. Now I'm going to spend some time today just talking about this OneTruckFamily event, because I'm still having a question coming in from my YouTube channel asking also a question with this event, so I'm going to address them again. And I'm also going to talk a little bit about why I enjoy trucking, in particularly this game here, because I'm getting a lot of question on what is there to do with a trucking simulation game, and why am I so spending so much time playing this. So yeah, I'm very passionate about this game, and so I like to just make some sort of sharing here on why I really like this game. All right, so now first thing first, this OneTruckFamily event, probably one of the best event that the SES software has created for us. I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, I've done all the events so far. The Christmas one, the whatever you name it, I have it. So I've done all sort of event, and this event is one that is very nice because you don't get burned out by spending one weekend and get it done and over with. Especially those that with a community kind of target to it, and you want to get it done before all these targets get fulfilled and so on. And I felt burned out if I am doing this one. I mean, I am sort of I'm very object oriented in life. So if I have a mission to do, complete 20 trips for the deliver Christmas goods around, I don't know, 10 different countries or whatnot, I'll do it. I'll spend one weekend, just do it. But by the end of it, I get so bored with it, and I just not enjoying the event anymore. Now the great thing about this particular event is that you won't get burned out with it, because you just can't complete the event in within a day or two. You need 5 different kind of trips you get 5 different destinations in order to count as a goal complete for the second part of it. So you need at least 15 days to get it completed. And after 15 days, because I've been doing it every 3 days, I take a job and do it, and it becomes like a rhythm to it. So there's a good saying that if you keep doing the same thing for a period of time, you become like a regime, and you just keep doing it. And I find myself keep tracking even though I've completed the event. Now, what does this event do, just for those who may be kind of new to it and still have a lot of question about it? Now let me just get the speed right. I don't know, sometimes it does have a different speed to it. By the way, I'm entering Prague. was the outskirt of it. So now the event is one of those events that simulate the racing event. So I don't know how many of you actually watch a racing event. So for those who does, like Formula One or any racing event, there's different destination. Like for example, F1 for F1, last weekend was China. The one before was Bahrain, and the one before I think is Australia. So every now and then there is like the racing team need logistics to transport the racing equipment, including the cars, in this case a truck, to different destination. So what this event does is that it gives you the number of destinations to play with. So like right now it's Budapest, before that it was St. Petersburg, and the one before I can't remember, was it like Manchester or something like that. So so every 3 days there's a different destination. You need to help the racing team to transport goods. Wow, this looks beautiful. Sorry, I get distracted. It's so beautiful. So every 3 days you have a different destination, and to check out the destination you need to visit the www.worldoftruck.com, and then they'll tell you that this week, these 3 days, for these 3 days is going to be Budapest, for example. And the and for me, I try to do it for every 3 days, just to have fun with it. But yeah, I mean, that's where you see a destination. Now, of course, there are 10 racing teams. So the first objective is that you must deliver for all racing team, and the racing teams are from different part of the country. So, for example, one is in Prague, another one could be in the from country is there's a whole bunch of Germany kind of like event, and so on. So I think there's one in Amsterdam as well. So yeah. I mean, there's a lot of like things to go for, a lot of like racing team, trucking racing team to drive for, and then after that you would you go for a different destination for as a rotation goes. So I mean, in a nutshell, that's how you go. And in order to get a job, you must add the location. So for example, I know that the Prague has a racing team, right? So because in the event info, on the top of your interface, you see the Prague as a racing team. So what you do is that no, hang on, I think I'll stay here. So what you do is that in that racing team, you just need to travel to Prague, and then you look for the external contract. Now the I will use a search box on the top of the event to search for that particular event, because I don't like scrolling through pages and pages of job just to find out that oops, there isn't any, and you have to press a refresh button to get the job appear. So best case scenario, I always get it like first try, but worst case scenario, I think I did it 4 refresh, but I eventually get it. So I suppose you can do the same too. Now hang on, I need to decide right now if I need to sleep or I should wait until the you know what, I think too late, man. Yeah, so I hope you get an idea, right, on how this OneTruckFamily event work. It's a very fun event. You still have time, so depending on the number of DLC that you purchase, of course, not every event you can deliver to. Like for example, in order to deliver to Budapest, I think you need the going east DLC, if I'm not wrong, and for the St. Petersburg, of course, you need to be on the Baltic Sea DLC. So yeah, I mean, some do require to have DLC to play, but I think there should be enough destination to get to without having to pay for any DLC. All right. So, but I do strongly recommend buying the DLC. I've got all the DLC. The Northern Europe, the going east, which is the Central Europe, the Italy, as well as France, as well as the beyond the Baltic Sea. So it's fantastic. I mean, being able to truck from one place to another, it's beautiful. It's huge. The maps are huge, with the DLC, of course. So I think there should be enough destination to go around. So please start the engine and start delivering cargo if you have not already. All right, so best of luck, and as always, if you have any question, do drop a comment below. I'll do my best to answer you. Now it's quite a pleasant drive. A little bit of traffic in front. Either way, doesn't seem to go any faster, so I'm not going to change lane here. Just like in real life, you know, keep a safe distance and try not to brake too sudden because I have the really a truckload of stuff that I need to worry about. Mine is 18 tons, so the braking distance depends on the obviously depends on the amount of how heavy the cargo you're having. Now I need to find a rest stop within 2.5 hours, so I'm not going to risk it. I'm just going to dive into the next parking area to rest. Yep, off my engine, and here we go. I'm going to do a double rest. 8 o'clock, and I can do another one, which I think is early in the morning. Yep. Whoa, beautiful sunrise. You guys know how much I love the sunrise and sunset in this game, especially. Take a look. Perfect timing for you guys. Now there's a truck coming. I think he has to slow down for me. Okay, now that was the part 1 of the video, OneTruckFamily event. My best, kind of like most favorite event so far. And so the next part of the video really talking about why I enjoy trucking so much in this game. So I you know, there are people who get it, people who don't. So people who get it usually are the one who enjoy driving in general. Like hang on a second, let me try to get my bearing right here. So for those who enjoy driving, you know, I do drive in real life. So ever since I was in my A level, I got a very old car with my ex-girlfriend back then, back in UK, and we bought it for like maybe the first car was £500. Was a sporty car, £500, maybe around like 5 years old. But somehow it was being stolen and joyride and crashed, and we got some money back from the insurance, and we bought another car, which is a Japanese Nissan, £600 I think, for like you know, it's a 10 years old car or 12 years old car, I can't remember. We eventually have to change the engine as well just to make sure it runs. But all in all, I mean, you know, we have, I mean, I had a lot of fun just driving. The freedom of being able to get from one place to another is just indescribable. So that is also one of the reasons why I really enjoy, like, you know, just driving in general. I mean, even after many years, when I'm in Singapore right now, I do have a car. I don't think I need a car per se because the train system is rather efficient, and I live rather close to town as well. So I do take a train to work, which is around only 25 minutes of kind of a distance. You know, taking a train door to door, so that's really no biggie. But I do, hang on a second, let me just. So I do have a car. I mean, my wife and I, but it's more like a luxury items. We drive during the weekend to different places, maybe meet my sister somewhere in the northern part of the country, or maybe just like, you know, just go somewhere for hiking, you know, and you know, things like that. So so yeah, where was I talking about cars? So yep, I do enjoy driving, and I do travel a lot as well. My wife and I like to travel to all over the Europe, to America, and so on, to Australia. So whenever we travel, we rent a car. Whenever, you know, just to enjoy the whole kind of like journey kind of thing. So now the and that kind of explains why I kind of love this game a lot, because there is an opportunity for me to drive in a semi kind of like real place. I know this. Whoa, sorry, screaming. No, I kind of forgotten that the braking distance is a lot shorter with my 18 tons of cargo, and so the yeah, I mean, we oh crap, I knew that I'm going to get fined with that. So well, there goes my clean record of not getting fined in this trip, because I mean I should have just stopped there. I mean, I think in my country that would be like a yellow is fine. I should be kind of like I can go through a yellow light, like whatever, it's not red light yet. So yeah, I was just saying that it's kind of special being able to drive some of these like iconic places. I know it's not exactly like the real place, but but it is still very special. I'm still able to just get to yeah, I mean, drive around Prague to Budapest. I mean, that is a pretty big deal. Now, where on earth is the so it's on the right hand side. Okay, let me apply handbrake, because the truck tend to roll backward if I don't do that after they have all this cutscene. Lovely. So there's a nice kind of like a backdrop here. Somewhere, I don't know where it is. Seriously, I think somewhere in Czech Republic, or could well be somewhere near Budapest. Whoa, that was cutting really close. Is my truck okay? Yes, it is. If you look at the video, roll back a bit, I think the cargo barely make it out of the barely out of the garage. I mean, the whole reason why I want to show you the two of them is the two mirror on the side, just to tell you where things are, give you a little bit of like a flavor to it. Yep. So that is it. So I was just saying that I enjoy driving a lot, and this is very therapeutic. It's so realistic. There's a lot of details to it, like the gearbox, how it works with the road. I mean, the road condition. If it's sandy road or not, depending on how heavy the cargo is, and then some cargo are longer than others. So when that happens, you have to be more careful when you do all this turning, because you may just bang onto the curb itself. So it's a lot of thinking behind, and if there's a car around you as well, you have to be really extra careful on not hitting the car, especially in the roundabout. So all this space itself, it's not easy. It's very realistic. I mean, driving a truck, I believe, is not that easy. And of course, the parking itself is always the hardest part of it. I think the European version is still rather forgiving. A lot of like area are quite spacious. There aren't really a lot of very difficult kind of parking conditions unless you're pulling a double trailer kind of thing. But if you actually play the American version, right, man, goodness me, some of them I just drag even doing it. Whoa, look at that place in front. It's beautiful. Whoa, look at this, man. Check this out. So the next stop is Vienna. and I should be able to get the garage there as well. Now, why am I so passionately want to unlock garages? Now, unlike the American version, because American version I have a lot of garages being unlocked. I play a lot of the American version, suffice to say, and that helps because you know, if you start playing it from the very beginning, you tend to be able to just cover all the areas. But for the European version, because when I bought it, it already come with 2 DLC, which is going east, which is the Central Europe, as well as the Northern Europe. So there's a lot of things to catch up, and I wasn't able to. And before that, before I knew it, there was the Vive la France, there was the Italia, and after that it got beyond the Baltic Sea. So it's rather hard to collect the garages. Now, the advantage of the garages is that whenever there's an event, you can do a quick travel. So for example, they may say, French connection kind of event, you deliver 20 cargoes from different countries into France. So slow down a bit. So you deliver 20 cargoes into France, and the more garages you have, of course, it's easier for you to quick travel to another place, try to find a job in France, and that's about it, right? So that is the reason why I've been quite passionately using some of this event, do a little bit of detour, and collect the garages. And besides, it's fun to collect garages because you get to go into town. A lot of time when you try to complete the event, you end up on the highway all the time. Like, you just leave town, head in the highway, truck for half an hour, 1 hour in real life, and then you enter into another town, deliver cargo, or you may not even enter into another town, just deliver the cargo at the outskirts. So now garages are usually located inside the city center itself somewhere. So I got to tour around inside the city center. I find it quite refreshing. Especially when I try to make all this video, it gives me more purpose to it. Wow, this place is quite mind-blowing. Oh, there's some obstacle. You see that? I'm just trying to get the speed right. It's 50 km per hour. Now the next bit, just go in and out, and I'll come back to this road again. It's a lovely drive, by the way. I mean, it's I don't know whether I've been here before. If I had, it would be in the night time, I think. I totally can't recall any bit of this. Now I think I need to exit from here to Vienna, Budapest. Vienna. Is it Vienna? Is Vienna? No idea. Yeah, so when I'm concentrating, I seldom talk, so you can see that suddenly there's all quietness, just the engine sound. Yep, Vienna. Right in front. That'll be the last stop, and after that I'll just head towards Budapest in about 4 hours, means about 20 minutes of game time. Whoa, there's a building in construction right now. I think I need to keep left soon. I think yep, I don't know whether I'm stopping like too much in front or not. But looks like I'm not being fined. Just a bit above the. I saw the blinking green light, so I guess I'm not being fined. I'm being a good citizen. I should have like just went for it, I guess. That's my bag. Inside, don't ask me what's inside. It's secret. Whatever it is, they are not. No, whatever. I'm not gonna say that. Well, welcome to Vienna. I don't think I've been here before, and yeah, well, not in real life, not in game life. So I'm rather happy to see a little bit of. Whoa, hang on. Whoa, no! Oh man, that was like that's not cool, man. Seriously, I thought I was like today is not my day, huh? I got like I seriously don't think today is my day. I was like signaling and going to roundabout, and then I got crashed by a truck. Well, miraculously nothing did me damage. My cargo is still good, so I think there's a bump. Yeah, but that's a little bit disappointing. I mean, today is really not my day. It's been a long day at work. Always use that as an excuse. It's been a long day at work. I woke up earlier than usual, went to gym. And people say that you get more energetic after you go to gym, but I feel a lot tired after that. Yeah. Okay, so wow, look at that, the Vienna. There's looks like a cathedral. That looks like a cathedral to me. And a little bit of like a building in progress. And it's a 360 view of the city itself. I mean, roundabouts are probably the hardest thing that I try to master in this game, because I think I like the Russian roundabout better. It's just so easy to bump into cars, and if you are not staying on the right lane, kind of thing, they just crash onto you. That just now, I seriously don't think it's totally my fault, but whatever. So that is the second garage that I've unlocked, and from then on I just all the way to Budapest in about 4.5 hours time. Well, obviously this is really slow here. I think I go straight instead of turn right. Now all of a sudden the car go pick up the speed. Like, I can't believe it. I mean, you know, I don't understand how this whole speed works for the car. I mean, I've been trying to follow him. I wasn't speeding, and I nearly bumped on his back, and then all of a sudden he pulled away like that. I mean, that's just strange. Yeah, whatever. So this is non-stop action into Budapest, and yeah, that's nice. So there are 2 hot air balloons now. There was like a 1 on each one of them. I think my past video I had like a 1 hot air balloon, but now there are 2 of them. One is red, one is green. Strange. Is it a popular thing in Europe? I have no idea. I mean, why there are so many of them? I see them more than those like a plane or so on. So in the American version, they have the plane that will fly around, and I think they spread the pesticides. Yeah, I've seen that. I've seen those before, but yeah, no, I don't see anything else like hot air balloon in the American version. Well, I start to pull away first. I see a truck in front. It's usually one of those things that, you know, when you want to overtake, then suddenly there's plenty of cars right around you. But yeah. I'm on a mission here. I think my wife is going to finish cooking soon, so I have to rush my job. 3 hours. Getting there. See a progress. Yeah, it's rather unfortunate about the traffic light offense, as well as a little crash by the truck behind me. I'm still trying to figure out what I've done wrong. Maybe I should have stick onto my lane on a more kind of like better manner. Maybe I was like occupying a little bit more than one lane, and they couldn't stop in time while going to a roundabout, and then they crashed onto me. Or when I start turning, I turn to their lane. Maybe that was the reason why. Yeah, feel bad, but lesson learned. Well, no damage to the cargo nor the trailer, so I'm rather happy. Okay, Budapest in front. Have to keep left on the lane itself, because I think the lane is split into 2. One is to Budapest, another one to blah 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 blah, which is like let me try. I have another attempt here, which is like I don't know. I've tried. So the nice and lovely drive. Let me just keep right here until I see another truck that I need to overtake. A lot of birds in the air as well. These are birds, right? Eagles, birds. Yep. So yeah, I mean, occasionally you get things like that to keep it alive. Sometimes when you pass the city center, you see people strolling on the streets. It's very lively, so that's nice. '90 still. There's a kind of road work on the other side. Quite fortunate it's not on this side. You see all these like truck is piling up over there. It did happen to me last video when there was a road work on my side of the lane. Ooh, another bridge over a river. Let me see. Yeah. Whoa, I definitely cannot drive using flyby view like this. Okay, 50. 2 more hours. We reach there. Why am I catching up to the cars? Would be the question. Well, people should pick up the speed. Now after this car, now why is the other car going a little bit slower? Less than 2 hours. Well, this job definitely is a lot more, shall I say, less marathon-ish, less like crazy than the St. Petersburg job that I've got. The last 2 of them, and one was 3.5 hours. The other one is like I think 2 hours maybe. That's just insane. But I mean that's the gist of it. I mean, you know, it's kind of fun. The kind of long distance, you feel kind of accomplished once you've reached the destination. Say, whoa, we have done it. Well, the last trip was a good one. It was a clean trip without any traffic offense or accidents. This trip a little bit you know, messy, I would say, right? I mean, with the traffic light thing was totally avoidable, my fault. The other one is still kind of my fault, going to roundabout a bit clumsy into the lane, switching into the lane itself. I think I was supposed to be in the inner one, but I kind of changed my mind and say, should I start to filter off to the right hand side? But yeah, that was the problem itself. Yeah, there's a new speed limit. That's why I was like, you know, brake down. I was applying the brake, but then it seems that I've overdone it. And a drag race against the truck beside me. He's probably pulling a 40 tons. I think the oil are quite heavy. Whoa, look at that, a hill, nice hill of greeneries, trees and so on. It always get me a little bit nervous when trucks around me, and you know, I have to really stick on onto my lane without having to pass the truck itself. So, you know, it's always a little bit nervous there. But after a while, you kind of get used to it. Try not to, like, you know, bump onto, like, you know, onto another lane. I think I've done it pretty well. It's just the roundabout is always my weakest point when it comes to trucking. It's so very hard. It's a roundabout. They're like, you know, how to stick on lane and how to change lane in a roundabout. Crazy. Don't know how real truck driver do it. But I mean, one thing I've learned, at least from this game, is that you know, whenever I'm driving on the road and I see some truck driver, I give way to them. I help them, like, you know, I just slow down, let them change lane. If someone want to signal a changing lane, I just like try not to be like crazy about it. So yeah, and just give way to them, I guess. Right, wow, what is that? The thing over there, man, it seems like it defies physics. Whoa, look at that thing over there. It's like really tall and like a pin like that. Okay, Budapest, I think is turn right. Wow, look at that thing over there. Isn't it amazing? What in the world is that, man? If anybody from Budapest want to tell me that, I mean, I'm more than welcome to do that, please. No, I think, hang on a second, now I'm approaching Budapest. A bit too early. A bit too excited. I'm a bit hungry actually. Okay, after this car maybe. Budapest is in front, the other one is Baksvian. I don't know how to pronounce that, seriously. Ha! I knew that the speed limit will change. Now the I think it's on the left hand side. What? How? I'm speechless. I put it on auto car cruising, and it may be just whoa, I'm kind of like speechless. So I put my truck on auto cruising. Maybe this gearbox doesn't have one that will slow down for me, kind of thing. Because you know, in the past, the Volvo truck that I have, if I put it on auto cruising at 50, and they will do an air braking for me, so as to keep it at 50. So I had that, but I think I must be going down slope, and I kind of like I was so busy looking at the GPS. And I totally forgotten about that. The speed itself. Wow, oh man, I feel bad. This is one of the worst run I have. But at least I still get in one piece. Now this is not one of the easiest one, because there's one on the left, there's one on the right, so you have to land it quite nicely without again hitting on anything or doing something bad. So I'm going to do a few tries, guys, here, alright? Okay, no, it's not going to make it, but it's just I'm going to straighten this guy, and that's it, just a bit. So it's not that bad, it's not that great either. Well, let's try again, shall we? I think it should be fine. Yep. Alright, so this is it, and thank you so much for watching. It should be an excellent kind of like trip with 711 kilometer, 51 minute, and you know, a little bit of XP, not really a lot like last time. So yeah, so that's about it. So thank you very much for watching. I think in a way there was you know, just a little bit messy. There was like red light camera fine, a little bit of crashing fine, and there was, I can't remember what was the last one, like a fine for speeding as well. So yeah, well, this is just a part and parcel of being a trucker, I guess. So happy trucking, and I'll see you again in next destination, which is Le Mans. Can't wait for it. Bye bye.